In ancient Israel, a young shepherd named David cared for his sheep. He was not big or strong, but he trusted God with all his heart. While David cared for his sheep in the quiet fields, the Philistine army gathered to fight the Israelites. A great battle was beginning. Among them was a giant warrior named Goliath. Goliath stood over 9 feet tall, wore bronze armor, and carried a massive spear. Every day he stepped forward and shouted at the Israelite army. "Send one man to fight me," he roared. "If he defeats me, we will serve you. But if I defeat him," Goliath continued, "you will serve us." For 40 days, Goliath shouted this challenge across the valley. The Israelite soldiers were terrified. Even King Saul was afraid. No one dared to face the mighty Philistine giant. One day, David's father asked him to bring food to his brothers. His brothers were soldiers in the Israelite army. When David arrived, he heard Goliath shouting his challenge. He saw the fear in the eyes of the Israelite soldiers. David asked, "Who is this man who dares to mock the army of the living God?" David's heart burned with courage and faith. After turning to God, he declared that he would fight Goliath. Eliab, David's older brother, snapped, "Why are you here? Shouldn't you be watching your sheep?" But David did not listen. Soon his words reached King Saul. Saul sent for David. The king looked at the young shepherd with doubt. "You cannot fight this giant," Saul said. "You are only a boy, and the giant has been a warrior all his life." But David answered with confidence. "I take care of my father's sheep," he said. "When a lion or bear attacked the flock, I chased it away. I rescued the sheep from its mouth. The Lord saved me from the lion and the bear, and he will save me from this Philistine." Saul, seeing David's strong faith, finally agreed. "Go," he said. "May the Lord be with you." Saul offered David his own armor, a heavy bronze suit to help fight Goliath. But David tried it on and it was too heavy. "I cannot fight in these," he said, "because I am not used to them." David took off the armor and walked to the stream. There, he chose 5 smooth stones. He put them in his shepherd's pouch and took his sling in his hand. Then he took his sling and walked toward the giant. When Goliath saw David, he laughed. "Am I a dog, that you come at me with sticks?" Goliath sneered. He cursed David loudly. "Come here," Goliath shouted. "I will feed your body to the birds and wild animals." But David answered boldly, "You come against me with a sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel's army. Today the Lord will deliver you into my hands," David proclaimed, "and I will strike you down." As Goliath moved closer to attack, David quickly ran toward him. He reached into his bag, took out a stone, and put it in his sling. He swung the sling with all his might and released the stone. The stone flew through the air and struck Goliath squarely on his forehead. Goliath stumbled, then fell face down to the ground. The mighty warrior had been defeated. David ran and stood over Goliath. He took Giant's own sword. He drew it from its sheath and finished the battle. When the Philistines saw that their champion was dead, they ran away. The Israelite army shouted with joy as they chased the Philistines across the battlefield. That day, David the shepherd became a hero. His faith and courage saved his people from their enemy. From that day on, people never forgot the story of David and Goliath. It reminds us that with faith in God, even the smallest person can defeat giants.